Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be using a comb. Just ignore the part that's broken, and my nail. I was a little trifling and took one of my nails off. I'm also going to be using these set of rollers. They're magnetic rollers. They were only $4, which I thought was a great cost. And I'm going to be using the Shea Moisture Frizz-Free Curl Mousse. Now don't hate me, I know Shea Moisture, but that's all I had in there and I didn't want to have to buy something else. So I had already started off with hair that was steamed. I went ahead and steamed it, and I'm just praying to the hair gods because I have a feeling this is not going to turn out right. I was already just super nervous about this because I just stick to wash and goes. So this is another reason why I stick to wash and goes. So you'll see. So I'm just smoothing out my hair. So I'm just making sure I get all of the tangles out because that's the last thing that you'd like to have in your hair when you put in the rollers. And I'm just making sure it's dry. And I think this is where I went wrong. I think my hair should have been damp when I done this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a roller just to measure how wide the section should be. And I got this tip from Mono's hair when she did this to her hair. So I'm just sectioning it off based on the width of the roller, because you don't want too much hair to be on the roller. And then, yeah, another fail. So then I'm just gonna take it basically like how far back I think it should be, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a part down that side of my hair now that I know how wide. Praying to the hair gods again because I just feel like it's gonna be an epic fail. This is another part where I went wrong. My hair was a little too dry to be able to like properly be put in the roller. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very thick at the roots. So that, of course, kind of messed up how the roller started to lay. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of the Shea Moisture Mousse. And I took about 3 pumps in my hand. And then I'm going to smooth that down my hair. So no complaints about the mousse. It was perfectly fine. It wasn't drying or anything like that, even though it has coconut. And you guys know I'm not too crazy about coconut. So I was just adding a little bit more mousse because I noticed that my roots were kind of dry and like puffy. And this is where I should have like sprayed some water to my roots because it just wasn't, I don't know, it just was not cooperating. The front of my hair is a little bit bushier, so that's also another reason. I'm just detangling my hair with my detangling brush. And I usually don't like to do this because you can see how it makes my hair in the front because it's already kind of fine. It's a little straight right there. That's not heat damage. But that's when I kind of knew, oh gosh, this is another fail. Then I'm taking my comb just to really make sure it's all smoothed out. So I'm going to take my roller and just start to roll. So as you can see, because my roots were very thick and bushy, it already is wider than the roller, and I should have fixed it, but I was being lazy. At this point, it was like 11 something at night, and I just wanted it to be over with. I wanted to switch up my look a bit and just kind of have that blown out look, but of course that is not what I got because this turned out to be an epic fail. So it just would not get super tight on my roots, so I tried again. Because you don't want your roots to be super puffy and the rest of your hair straight. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of using the rollers. But the rollers do help to get a stretched style. So again, I am struggling. And my hair is perfectly fine up until you get to the roots. But I was annoyed and I didn't care, so I just went ahead and clipped it, and it was too wide. So it didn't fit on the roller, and I was very upset and annoyed. I had to take a deep breath because it's going to be okay. Whatever happens, happens. Then I realized it's just not. It just wasn't going to fly. Hair was getting in it from another section. I just didn't know what was happening. It's just a bushy mess. Yeah, so at this point, let me tell y'all, I was so annoyed. So I'm trying it again on the sides of my hair. Now this part kind of got complicated because I didn't roll it going backwards. I rolled it to the side. I don't know if that makes sense. But it made it harder for the rollers to fit on my head. So you'll see I kind of struggled with the placement of my hands and trying to roll it. And I'm getting more and more annoyed as the time goes on. So I'm trying again, y'all. And my hair at this point is like almost completely, fully air dried. So that was another part that did not work out too well. I just took so many L's for this hairstyle. Ugh. I'm gonna try it again, y'all. Things I do for YouTube. I was over it. So this is the finished results. Hot mess. What in the world is that? Y'all, I just could not believe how awful that looked. So I went under the hooded dryer for a bit. And I was like, you know what? At least if anything happens, I can just do a cute braid out. But it was late. It was 12:42 in the morning, and I was just so over it. And I just started to sit under there. I had to get up, like my girl Annalise, and exit the situation because I was just so over it. So that is my epic fail of a perm rod out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions on what you guys do for your perm rod outs or any styles similar to that, please let me know in the comment section below. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Yeah, look at God, wrist. Said she didn't wanna keep it. Woo. Look at God, guess that'll be our little secret.